morning, ninjas! Welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto. My name is Melanie. Welcome to the sunshiny state of Florida where it is 61 degrees at 7:17 a.m. On the 1st of January, all of these well-meaning, well-intended people are going to start their ketogenic journeys, and us who have been living this lifestyle and we have our favorite products and we have our favorite stores to shop at, we're not going to be able to find anything on the shelves because everybody's going to be in a rush for their diet resolutions, right? So there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be like, oh. Now, with that said, here comes my disclaimer. I am not advocating that you eat exactly the way that I eat, nor am I the keto police. So if you have a generic version of what I show you today, if you have a cheaper product of what I show you today, if your financial situation is dire and you can't afford the things that I'm showing you today, my sincerest apologies. I'm sorry about that, but I need to show the things that I use. So whether you are brand new to keto or you've been on keto for quite some time, welcome to Keto Armageddon. We're going to talk about the products that have a decent shelf life that you're going to want to stock up on, because the flood to the grocery stores is going to be amazing, especially with keto gaining momentum. This goes without saying, any of the meats that I show you, you can freeze them, because I can guarantee you with the keto craze, you are going to have a hard time finding decent bacon. This bacon is from a store called Publix. It is lower sodium bacon. It has 0 sugar. There is absolutely 0 sugar in this bacon. It is a super clean bacon, and oftentimes I can find it at my Publix superstore, 2 of these packages for $10. Look at the dates when you buy these, but a lot of your lunch meats have a pretty long shelf life. For instance, the use by date on this is March 27th of 2020. As long as you don't open it, you're gonna be fine. But I'm buying this in the beginning of December, and I have until March to eat this. So cold cuts and things like that, check your expiration date. You can freeze lunch meats. All right, so I love this particular brand of cheese. This is by a company called Greenwise, and it is found in my Publix supermarket. This cheese, the expiration date on it is also for March of 2020. So this should get me through Keto Armageddon. I know there's some people who freeze cheese. I've never tried it personally. Don't know if you can do it. But one of the things you might want to add to your keto Christmas list would be a food saver. Not only is this stuff going to fly off the shelf at Christmas for all of the decadent dessert recipes, but you will be hard-pressed to find cream cheese for the first couple weeks of January as all of these new people start experimenting with keto fat bombs. Parmesan cheese, grated, also has a very long shelf life. This does not expire until March of next year, which is plenty to get me through. This grated feta cheese also has a long shelf life and will get me through until May of 2020. You are gonna wanna stock up on your favorite drinks, because these are also gonna be scarce and hard to find. Now let's talk cooking oils, salad dressings, and all other things that you would need a keto approved clean oil for. This is very expensive, but this will fly off the shelf. This is Macadamia Nut Oil. It is absolutely delicious. Non-stick sprays will fly off the shelf, because you got to remember Weight Watchers promotes low fat, so products like this are going to disappear quick. This is my favorite coconut oil. This is Dr. Bronner's. It is certified fair trade. It is whole kernel. It is fresh pressed and unrefined. It's got a medium to high heat temperature for cooking. It does have a coconutty taste. However, if you fry chicken in this, it is amazing. Last but not least is ghee. This is for those of you who have cut dairy out of your keto diet. Ghee, what it is it's actually a butter that they have taken all of the dairy out and you have just the butter left. You know you're not going to be able to find pork rinds. So what I'm doing is I'm buying about 6 or 7 bags of these. I'm going to take 2 or 3 of them and crush them up and vacuum seal them for recipes where I use them in place of breadcrumbs. And then I'm going to buy a couple of these because typically from the date of purchase, unless they've been sitting on the shelf for a long time, these have a 2 or 3 month shelf life. Definitely make sure you pick up your favorite sweeteners and that you are well stocked on them, because these, what I noticed last year, were the first thing to go. Snacks like moon cheese are also going to be scarce and hard to find, so make sure you stockpile them. Not only is bone broth gaining momentum as a great source of protein on any diet, but it's also what people are cooking with. So make sure you stockpile your bone broth. What I have here is Kettle and Fire. This can be very expensive, but this is one of the cleanest bone broths on the market that I have found. But this is also something, it's called a sipping bone broth. It's chicken and it's got ginger and turmeric in it. This is actually really, really good. Really good pink Himalayan salt is also going to be hard to come by because it's going to fly off the shelves. Not only that, but let's think about this from a marketing perspective. These manufacturers are going to be marking up prices because supply and demand. Because there's going to be an influx of people on keto, we are going to see keto products explode on the shelf, and we may also see the price tag explode. Eggs generally have a great shelf life. Now, I want to talk to you about something else. Do you know that a lot of farmers markets have local farmers that actually you can get free range eggs for cheaper than you could ever touch regular eggs in the store? So just keep that in mind as an alternative if you go to your local grocery store and don't have eggs, that your local farmers market just might have them. Now let's talk creamer. I use Organic Valley normally, but this is what they've had, Horizon. The reason I prefer Organic Valley over this is because this has one more ingredient in it than the Organic Valley, but this is my go-to creamer. The shelf life on this is great. It says used by February, so I bought this last week. So this creamer right here, if you buy it towards the end of December, you're actually going to find that it'll last you a couple months. Same thing with this whipping cream. As long as it's not open, I have until January 2nd, 2020. So this can have a 3 to 4 week shelf life. Just watch your dates when you buy it ahead of time, but make sure you get some, because I'm telling you, January 1st, it'll be hard to find. Organic grass-fed butter. Now, you don't have to use organic. You don't have to use grass-fed. I prefer these products because of their taste, because of the nutrient benefit, and because I personally believe that organic and grass-fed is better, right? I'm not saying you can't do keto with the other products, because there are so many keto YouTubers out there that have had massive success using store-bought generic butter in their journey. I can afford this, therefore I prefer this. But if all that's there is regular butter, that's what I'm going to eat. The purpose of this video is to tell you these are the things that are going to disappear off the shelf January 1st. Once again, you're going to be wanting to look for psyllium husk. You're going to be wanting to look for almonds, chia seeds, anything that is popular on keto, especially if it has to do with the FBomb, because look, we're all professionals here, right? Those of us that have been on keto for a while. But the new ones, you know what's going to happen. They're going to be like, oh, I don't have to live without this. I can make this recipe. You know, FBombs are going to be popular. You know, the keto ice creams are going to be popular. If you can think of anything else that I've missed, please comment below. And maybe next year we'll do a part 2. We'll do a keto collaboration of a bunch of keto YouTubers and we can talk about Keto Armageddon. Okay, so before I get any hate or any shade, I understand that there's people out there that are suffering financial hardships that cannot do some of the brand names that I showed you. You can be successful doing keto without the name brand. There are some very good brands that are generic that make pretty clean products. Once again, always read the label. You do keto that works for you. I'll do keto that works for me, and we'll all be keto cuties, right? In the end. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Once again, if I forgot anything that you can think of, comment below, because some new time ketoers may be watching this video, and some novices that are like, oh man, I didn't even think about that, could be watching this video. So anything you comment would be helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and I'll see you at the next vlog.